7:45. Welcome back to BT Vancouver. Thanks for being with us this morning. Well, for many in China, life is slowly returning to normal again, giving other countries around the world a glimpse of what life is like after this pandemic. Joining us now from Hangzhou, just a few hours away from Wuhan, is Canadian Nick Mitchell. Good morning. Well, I guess I should say good night to you.
Good morning, Mary.
So you created a 360 documentary when the city was virtually shut down. We'll show these pictures throughout our chat, giving viewers a sense of what life was like there. How long was your city under lockdown?
About a month.
Okay, so just 4 weeks. We're kind of into the 3 weeks here in Vancouver, and things are slowly getting back to normal there?
Yeah, today actually I had my first meeting outside. Went and visited one of our partners, and I got stuck in traffic on the way back, which
Wow.
I haven't been in traffic in a long time.
So are malls starting to open again, restaurants, bars, or have a lot of businesses, gone under?
It's been hard. A lot of bars have closed, and it's been hard to stay open when you have to pay rent without any business. But now restaurants are opening, malls are opening, my office has been open. So yeah, life's starting to get back to normal.
So you were saying on the phone yesterday, rules weren't as strict in Hangzhou as they were in Wuhan, but one of your friends who tested positive for coronavirus, she had a police camera planted out front of her house, making sure she didn't leave. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. So she actually is from Wuhan, and she was there for the holiday, and then she came back before the entire place was quarantined, and they still wanted to let her kind of stay home and be able to have her home quarantine, but because she was a definite threat, it was really important that she followed her quarantine. And so, yeah, they set that up to make sure that she was staying on it, and they worked with people in the area to make sure that she had food delivered and that everything was taken care of, that she was kind of fed and healthy, but that she wasn't at a risk to anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Give us a sense of what life was like there. Were you scared at all when, the streets were virtually empty?
It's weird. There's a lot of people in China. And even the city I live in, there's a lot of companies, it's a lot of tourism. And to see that when I went to these places that are packed with people and there's almost empty was really, it's weird. It's like in a ghost film or something.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned yesterday, too, when you wanted to go into a public place, there were machines out front that took your temperature and could track where you had been. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Okay, so that's actually still going on, which even though things are going back to normal, they're still being really, really clear on kind of all the safety stuff. Yeah, here you can see at the entrance to my community, they check my temperature, and something else that I think is really interesting is this. It's called your health and safety code.
Okay.
And so it's got my name at the top, the date, and a green code that can be scanned just to kind of prove its authenticity, and that basically is connected to my online payment system that knows where I've been and kind of where I've been paying and what I've been doing, and it knows if I've been in contact with anybody, and so it knows I'm not at risk, so it's a green one. So I kind of show this anywhere I go, and people don't worry. It's proof that I'm healthy.
Wow. Technology saving lives. Okay, so real quick, Nick, I think for a lot of people here who weren't really following what was happening in China, or they didn't think that something like this would happen here, what do you want to say to your fellow Canadians?
I guess two things. One, take it seriously. Horrible things have happened when people didn't. It's scary what happened in Italy, and it's scary to think that back in my home in Canada that could happen. It's just a small quarantine, enjoy Netflix and wearing your pajamas all day, and it's going to end. So you want to take it seriously, but you don't want to be discouraged. You don't want to be depressed. Eventually, it's going to be gone, and you'll be able to go outside and see your friends and go back to work, and the economy will come around in the end. So for the sake of the lives of your fellow Canadians and your fellow man, just take it seriously, but be ready for a day when things are going to be better.
All right, great advice. Thank you so much for your time, Nick.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great morning.
Thank you. You too. Have a great night. It is 7:50 here on Breakfast Television. We're going to take a break. We'll have more of your top stories coming up.